already know who it is. Chansis Wallace, Trendset Music, affiliation, Far Entertainment, NoSpaceForLove.com. Dayton, Ohio, what's up? Fucking with my nigga Vintage Media. Started writing back in the 3rd grade, elementary school, and ever since then I kind of been writing passionately and so consistently ever since then, you know, been kind of like a habit. I have 4 books out right now at the that I've written, but I've only released 2, and I'm about to release my 3rd June of 2012. I'm actually about to start writing my 5th one. I'm writing about one of Dayton's veterans. I'm not gonna speak too much about it right now at the moment, but it's coming in 2013. If anything, it was more like self-inspiration to kind of inspire me how to write, because that, you know, and the reaction that people get off of what I write and how I, you know, put details and express myself in my poems and everything in my short stories, you know, kind of gives me motivation to write more. So it's more like self-inspiration and self-motivation and everything. No Space for Love is not an anti-love, it's pro-success. I mean, people look at No Space for Love and, you know, I mean, I can't speak for everybody in the team, but people look at me in No Space for Love and actually think that I'm like this heartless human being that I'm not. You know, I'm actually single at the moment, trying to better myself, you know, better myself as, not only as a man, but, you know, to have something more to bring to the table than other than just myself. Not selling myself short, but I mean, a lot of people, you know, get where I'm coming from, but I mean, it's more about, you know, self-improvement, you know, self-focus and everything, and just trying to accomplish your goal instead of playing relationships, you know, playing games and everything, man. My fans and people who support me, like basically both, you know, the same one, but I mean, people who support me, people that let me write about them and everything, and people who just want more and expect better out of me, keeps me motivated and just inspired to write every single day. I think, you know, actually, if it wasn't for actually the city of Dayton, I wouldn't have as many projects as I do now, like, because the city has, like, supported me a lot with me being a young black man at the age of 21 and, you know, write 4 books and accomplish all of this on my own. You know, I've achieved a lot of things that most men haven't for real. I consider this a true blessing, so, you know, Dayton, Ohio, you know, keeps me going for real. In Dayton, people can purchase my book. Everybody come to me, get one. You know, they $10 a piece. Everybody can purchase my books from me. You know, I put it in stores a couple times. I had them in 14K. You know, this all little spots in Dayton that I can get them in and everything. But mostly everybody come to me. You know, sign copies and everything. You know, which is real love. Outside, you can purchase my book on NoSpaceForLove.com. And when I release my 3rd book, all my 3 first books will be available on Kindle and every book website, you know, known command every book website, so everybody will be able to get a copy of my books. My plans for the future is to be comfortable. I'm really shooting for, you know, to be, you know, financially stable and comfortable. I'm really, you know, just looking to, you know, make sure myself and those who are around me are taken care of, you know, and just making everybody, you know, who believes in me, you know, proud, man. I really see myself, you know, probably being New York's best-selling author, who knows. I got half as many books as Paulo Dunbar sells, so I might get a high school named after me, I don't know. I mean, shit, who knows? Everybody told me about Vintage Media Group, and I always said, who was that nigga, bro? I never met or I've seen him, But I've never met all my niggas told me like who is Venice Media Group, man. Them niggas Julian, that nigga is cool as fuck, bro. You need to fuck with him for real. Man, Venice Media Group, man, I like to consider this a blessing, man, to do this interview my nigga Julian right now, bro. It's truly an honor though, for real, man. But it was just all knowing the right people, mutual friends for real, nothing much. Books, it's all poetry, but my books kind of first two kind of talk about a little bit about everything. With me writing about some of the people here in Dayton, you know, themselves. You know, it's my books kind of mainly focus about love, relationships, past and future. You know, past tense, present tense type and everything. Just something people can really feel. You know, of all ages and all generations and everything. And, you know, it just I kind of like, when I write these books, I kind of like want to hit home on certain things and certain subjects, you know, especially, you know, things that I'm seeing and I'm noticing around the city of Dayton, because I know, you know, they'll feel it. So, but just mainly those topics alone, just, you know, kind of makes it, you know, what I talk about in my books is just basically everything, just life, period.